So Microsoft announced the Games with Gold Xbox Live lineup for January 2017 pretty early this month, presumably because of Christmas. I'm sure Sony will respond to this by announcing theirs on New Year's Eve or something. But that said, Microsoft actually do have a fairly decent lineup, although the first one isn't particularly brilliant. It is World of Van Helsing Deathtrap. Thanks to Ziggy D Gaming for this gameplay footage, by the way. $20 this normally is on the store. February 2015 this originally released. 76% in terms of its open critic rating, 79% in terms of user ratings. It's a tower defense game with action RPG elements. So, I mean, we've seen many tower defense games in both the Xbox Games with Gold and PlayStation Plus.
It's rarely we see a month without one.
It's true, yeah. But, I mean, this tries to add action RPG elements, but not really that successfully. The game is apparently better in co-op than it is alone, and is also much better with mouse and keyboard than with a controller. But keep in mind, this is actually for Xbox One, and will be available from the 1st to the 31st of the month. Therefore, you'll be playing it with a controller. So, yeah, it's kind of got the deck stacked against it at the moment. Let's move on. The second game on the bone this month, available from the 16th of January until the 15th of February, is Killer Instinct Season 2 Ultra Edition. Thanks to Maximilian Dude for this gameplay footage. This is normally $40 on the store. Actually, it's quite a decent price for a change. 85% on Metacritic. It wasn't listed on OpenCritic for some reason. 73% in terms of user ratings. Now, Season 2 was originally out in September of 2014. Killer Instinct, you may recall, is a one-on-one fighting game based on an arcade original. It launched as a kind of free-to-play title when the Xbone originally launched, and Season 1 was sold as a premium update. Now, they've actually previously given away the first season as part of Games with Gold.
So it's nice to see a continuation of that.
That's right, yeah. I mean, basically, it does reward long-time... If you're a long-time member of Xbox Live Gold, then yeah, you're actually going to have quite a lot of Killer Instinct for your money there, actually, which is quite nice to see. Although there is, of course, a reason. There is a third season out at the moment, so I get, not that we're suggesting that Microsoft are thinking maybe people will buy that if we induce them with the second season, but it's quite a nice one-on-one fighting game. I mean, you can see graphically it's very nice, actually. It's along the same lines of Street Fighter, I suppose. This version actually includes a complete port of the arcade original from 1996, which is quite nice. And if you're a fan of the genre, you'll probably really enjoy it. Only really the story has divided opinion, but yeah, this is actually quite a nice offering.
How could a story in a fighting game divide opinion?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, I just reading through the user ratings, some people said, "Oh, the story's really good in this," and some people said, "I hate the story in this." So I
didn't even know these games had story in them, to be honest.
Oh, they do.
You see.
Yeah, I mean, you sometimes get it in Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter as well, to a certain extent. I
suppose you could call it a story.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a series of excuses to string together the fights more than anything. I mean, I'm unfamiliar with the story in this, so I'm afraid I can't say who's right and who's wrong. But I mean, does anyone actually play these games with the stories anyway?
Well, exactly.
First up on the Xbox 360 this month, available from the 1st to the 15th of January, is The Cave. Thank you to Pause on Pause for this footage. $15 normally, 68% on Metacritic. Again, it wasn't listed on OpenCritic. 76% in terms of user ratings. This was originally released in January 2013. This actually comes from the creator of the Monkey Island, the original Monkey Island games, Ron Gilbert, which he made during his brief stint at Double Fine. I think he lasted there. There was great fanfare. It's like, Ron Gilbert's coming to Double Fine. So Tim Schafer and Ron Gilbert, the creators of all these fantastic LucasArts adventure games, together at last. And then, he just kind of released this and fucked off.
That's me done then?
Yeah, that'll do. It kind of attempts to meld platforming with the adventure genre. Have you ever played Trine? I don't know if it's Trine or Trine. It's like...
Yes, I have actually, yes.
Like a wizard that can create boxes.
And it was gave away on PlayStation Plus, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, sort of. So, the same kind of puzzle platformer adventure type thing. You can kind of see, because Ron Gilbert also did Maniac Mansion, you can kind of see his roots actually in that game in this. But crucially, he doesn't really manage to carry it off, unfortunately. Graphically, very nice, as you can see, but I don't know, he probably needs to stick to remastering his classics and, maybe sit in front of a fireplace in his piping slippers. The best user review for this, by the way, was, I bought this because I pirated all of his old games. Second up on the Xbox 360 this month, available from the 16th to the 31st of January. Don't forget as well that both this and The Cave will be available for the Xbox One backwards compatibility as well. This is Rayman Origins. Thanks to Squishy Quack for the footage of this. $15 in the store normally. This was released in November 2011. This almost single-handedly actually rejuvenated the side-scrolling platform genre. Everything had been going 3D for a while, and Ubisoft said, hey, you know what, we're going to go back to Rayman's roots and make this really gorgeous, cel-shaded, 2D, ultra-hardcore platformer, and they did. And
I mean, in terms of difficulty spike, it was quite enjoyable, especially in co-op.
Yeah, now this is the thing, isn't it? Did I read the reviews? I don't think I did. 87% this got as a critic average, and 82% in terms of user ratings. Everybody loves this game, apart from me.
I do enjoy it, but it does have a difficulty spike.
Yeah, you see, I liked it to a point. I really liked it to a point. But as you say, it's not so much a difficulty spike as a difficulty vertical wall that actually bends back towards you and twats you in the face when you get near it. It's so hard later on, particularly. It gets so stupidly difficult. I don't mind hard platformers per se, but the checkpointing is not brilliant. And
it is slightly easier in co-op, though. Slightly.
Yeah, it does have a great co-op mode. I will agree with that. But there are levels as well that you have to sort of do a constant run all the way through, and there's just no checkpoints in them. So you die, back to the beginning. You die, back to the beginning. I just can't stand that in a game. Rayman Legends is actually a little bit better. It's still frigging hard, but it does have slightly better checkpointing, I find. But this is Origins, or indeed Oranges, as people call it, because Oranges and then Legends, Lemons, blah blah blah. So anyway, what's your pick of the month?
Probably this, to be honest, Rayman.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Killer Instinct actually. Although I don't know, I'm not traditionally a one-on-one beat 'em up fan, but I just think there's a lot of content there for your money. Rayman is good. It is great if you absolutely love hard platform games, and there's a lot of people who do. But yeah, I think they're both solid choices, to be honest. And we've got the Cave, which is an interesting oddity, and then I don't know, Deathtrap is probably the only one actually worth skipping completely. Anyway, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Lots more at parallaxlive.com. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. That really helps us out, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.